Hi, this video I am talk about the GitHub and then how to use the clone, push and pull commands. This is the final video in the Git playlist. So these are the topics today we can see. First we can see the what is GitHub and we can see how to create the GitHub account and we can see about these clone, push and pull commands. First we can see the what is GitHub. GitHub is one of the hosting service and Git is the tool. The GitHub is the service that can use the Git. So here you can see Git is the tool help to place the code in the Git repository. So here you can see, let's move to next slide. Here you can see the Git is the central repository. Here are the users, they are using the Git in the local environment. This is the remote environment. So here the developer can develop the code, and once the code is finalized, then the developer push that code to the central repository, that is GitHub. If you can see, this developer need that code means they can directly clone the code from the Git repository. So this is the way the GitHub and Git will work. Next we can see the how to create the account in the GitHub. So this is the GitHub. I already have the account here. This is my account. This is the repository. You can just open the GitHub page. Then you can got the sign up link. You can click that. Then you can enter your email ID and password. Then they give some permission. Then you can accept that. Then you can got this page. So here I already have the two repository. These are the remote repositories. Now you can see how to create one repository in the GitHub. So here you can click this remote and here we can give the repository name. I will give the name demo repo. This is the my repository name, and if you need description you can give the description here. And here you can see there are two options. One is the public. If you enable this option means anyone from the GitHub can access this repository, and this is the private. Here I select the public, and if you want to need these files, readme files, git ignore license means you can enable here, then it defaultly it will install in your repository. So here I don't need this. I will here select only the public. Now this is all okay. Here I click the create repository. Now you can see new repository is created. The name is demo repo. Here you can see, here I copy this link because we can use this link to we can do the command pull push like that commands. So I copy this, I paste on the notepad. I paste the link here. So now we are in the remote repository. Here I create a one file. And also here we can directly upload the file or we can create the file directly in the remote repository. Here I create the one file. I will give this is demo. I add this line and here I give the name of the file. This is my file. So this is the name. So this is the content I add in that file. Now click commit changes. This is the commit message. Once you click that file added in your remote repository. That name is demo repo. Now we have the file in our remote repository. But you can see if you need this file into our local repository means you can use a clone command. Now we can see how to import the code from a remote repository to our working directory. Now I move here. I already created the one working directory here. This is empty. Now we can see how to move the file from remote repository to the working directory. I open the terminal here. Here I already installed the Git in this laptop. So here I type the command git clone and then go here. And we already have that code. Copy this. Paste here. Enter. Now you can see the cloning is started. Now the cloning is ended. Now we go and check here. So now here have the file, that file for imported from the remote repository. So this is the purpose we can use the clone command to import the file from remote repository to our working directory. So here you can see I have that file. So I open in Notepad. So here you can see this is demo. This message was I entered in the remote repository. So this is the way to use the clone command. So let's see, next we can see how to use the push command to push the file from our local repository to the remote repository. So here you can see, here I add one extra line here. This is demo. I add, this is class. This is one line I add here, and I save this file, and also I add another file here. I will give the name file1. Here I add demo video. So this is the content I add here. Now we have two files in our local repository, but these changes are not happening in the remote repository. We will go and check. You can see here only one file. Now we can see how we can upload this file from local repository to the remote repository. Let's again open here. Here use the push command. Here type this command git. So here I move to this directory. This is the demo repo. So here I type cd demo repo. So now I move to this directory. So let's type this command git push origin. Then here we enter the branch name. Then here we go and check here. So this is the main branch. So here we need to enter the branch name. I will enter main. Let's enter. So you can see you got the response. Everything is up to date. Let's go here. Refresh. Yeah, no response here because we need to now the file in working directory. So here we need to move the file to the local repository. Then only we can use the push command. So I type this command git status. You can see this command, one file in the untracked state, another one file in the modified file. This also in the untracked files. So we can move this file to the staging area. Type this command git add and then star. Now the files are moved to the staging area. Now use this command git commit -m, and this is first commit. This is the commit message. Enter. Now you can see two files are moved to the local repository. Now you can use the git push origin command. It will move to the local repository to the remote repository. Git push origin main. Enter. Yeah, now you got the response. These files are moved to this repository. Now we go and check our remote repository. Here I refresh this page. So here you can see the files is added. This is the files I already created in the remote repository, but here we can check the changes will added here. So let's move to this file. This file is also added here, so that contents also added here. So this is the way to push the file from our local repository to the remote repository. And the another one is remaining is the pull command. Now we can see how to pull the file from, how to pull the changes from remote repository to the local repository. So I go here. Here I edit the file. I add some line. Video 1, video 2, like that. I add these lines. Now I commit this. Now I made changes in the remote repository, but it not have replicated in our local repository. So you can check. So here you can check. We have the only one content, but that remote repository we have added another 2 line here, not replicated. So here we can use the pull command to pull the changes from the remote repository to our working directory. So I close this. Then here we can again use the command git pull origin, then main branch name. Enter. Now you can see you got the response. Let's move to the working directory. Check, click this. Yeah, sorry, this file. Now you can see the changes is happening here. So this is the way to use the pull command to pull the changes from remote repository to our working directory. So this is the commands is enough. Let's move here, and here you can see these are the steps we can do in this playlist. There's a 2 directory. One is the 2 environment, one is the local environment, another one is the remote environment. First you have the files in the working directory, then you can move the file from working directory to the staging area, and here this working directory is called the untracked files. The files are in this working directory are called the untracked files. You can move the file to staging area. This is the files in the staging area, that files are called the tracked files. Now you can commit the file from staging area to the local repository. Then you can push the file from local repository to the remote repository. Then if you need that file, means you can use clone command to import the file from remote repository to our working directory. Or you need the changes some happen in that remote repository. You need the changes only, means you can use the pull command. You can pull the changes from remote repository to the working directory. So these are the concepts in the Git. Thank you.